Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Teddi Mellencamp reveals medical oversight amid cancer battle. The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills fans have been following Teddi Mellencamp's health journey over the past few years. Recently, the star opened up about an oversight early on that she feels greatly impacted her later health. Using her story, Teddi also shared how she feels people should act when dealing with their own health struggles. Teddi is the daughter of musician John Mellencamp. For many, she is best known for appearing on 3 seasons of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, from 2017 to 2020. Back in 2022, Teddi shared that she had been diagnosed with stage I melanoma, a type of skin cancer. Later in 2025, in addition to having brain tumors removed, she shared her melanoma had progressed to stage IV. Speaking with Glamour, Teddi recently talked about an oversight made by medical professionals during the early stages of monitoring her condition. She noted this happened in spite of her making regular health visits. As Teddi shared, "When you go to a doctor, you just assume that's it. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do." Looking back, she felt it was important to do her research amid the doctor visits. She shared, "At first, I didn't even really do the research on melanoma because I didn't want to know all of the bad things." Teddi then touched on how medical professionals overlooked symptoms before her cancer reached stage IV. She shared, "There's a difference between self-diagnosing yourself and being an advocate for your own health. I never really thought about it because I was like, I go to a doctor every 3 months. Why wouldn't they get me checked?" Teddi's highest stage melanoma was a stage 1 lesion found in her shoulder. As her previous diagnosis hadn't gone past stage 1, doctors initially felt full-body scans weren't necessary. Looking back, however, she feels like this kept doctors from realizing her melanoma was spreading. Teddi shared, "When I finally followed up on it, they were like, we didn't do the scans, because you didn't have anything above a stage 1 on your body." But look what happened. The Real Housewives star wanted to use her story to help advocate for people taking charge in their own healthcare journeys. She shared, "It's really being an advocate for yourself and your health if you're not feeling good." As fans know, Teddi has also used social media to share her story with fans. In addition to sharing her health journey, she also touched on the emotional turmoil it has had on her. In a recent post, where she shared her hair regrowing, Teddi shared, "Cancer comes with so many emotions: anger, sadness, loneliness. And while I feel grateful that immunotherapy is saving my life, I feel like I live in a fog, and I can't help but beat myself up on all of the ways I am falling short. I just desperately want to be back to my usual self." Have you been following Teddi Mellencamp's story on social media? Make sure you come back for all the latest reality TV and celebrity news. In a heart-wrenching turn of events, reality star and accountability coach Teddi Mellencamp is opening up about a serious medical oversight that nearly cost her everything. The former Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star has been courageously candid about her battle with melanoma over the past couple of years, frequently using her platform to raise awareness about early detection and sun safety. But this week, in a raw and emotional update to her followers, Teddi revealed that not everything had gone as expected, and a critical mistake by her medical team had caused her cancer to spread undetected. "I trusted them," she wrote in an Instagram caption paired with a photo of herself in a hospital gown, her eyes clear but weary. "I thought we were on top of it. I thought we caught it all. But I was wrong." The 43-year-old mother of 4 says she was initially told that the margins from her previous melanoma removal were clear, that the cancer hadn't spread, and that regular monitoring would be enough going forward. That news brought immense relief. She celebrated small victories with her family, hugged her children a little tighter, and even began to find peace with her post-surgery scars. But peace turned to panic when Teddi began noticing unusual symptoms: fatigue that didn't feel like "mom tired," and a faint but persistent ache beneath her ribs. A gut feeling pushed her to get a second opinion, and it was that decision that may have saved her life. Doctors ran new scans and uncovered something alarming. Microscopic traces of melanoma had in fact remained, and had begun to metastasize. What had been dismissed as nothing to worry about had evolved into a battle far more complex than anticipated. "My heart sank," she recalled in her post. All I could think about was my kids, how I had believed I was okay, how I told them I was fine, how I let myself believe it too. She didn't name the specific clinic or physician responsible for the oversight, but Teddi didn't mince words about the betrayal she felt. Medicine is supposed to be about precision, about care. But someone missed something big, and I paid the price. The news has stunned fans and friends alike. Bravo personalities, celebrities, and fellow cancer survivors flooded her comments with support. Kyle Richards, her longtime friend and RHOBH castmate, commented, "You are the strongest woman I know. This is beyond unfair, but you're going to keep fighting like you always do." Teddi is no stranger to resilience. As the daughter of rock legend John Mellencamp, she grew up in a world where expectations were high and privacy was scarce. But she made her own name in wellness circles with her All In by Teddi accountability program, a venture built on transparency, structure, and tough love. Now that same no-nonsense attitude is fueling her resolve to not only heal but to advocate. "I'm not sharing this for sympathy," she emphasized in her video update. "I'm sharing this because I want people to know, get this second opinion, ask more questions, be your own loudest advocate, don't be afraid to question the experts." I wish I had. In the days following the announcement, Teddi has continued to document her journey, chemo treatments, hair loss, emotional breakdowns, and all. But she does it with an honesty that is as gutting as it is inspiring. "I have moments where I feel invincible, and then moments where I crumble in the shower, thinking about what could have happened if I hadn't pushed," she admitted in a recent podcast episode of Two Teas in a Pod, which she co-hosts with fellow Bravo celebrity Tamra Judge. "I don't want people to think this can't happen to them. I'm living proof that it can and did." The revelation has sparked an online conversation about trust in the healthcare system, especially when it comes to women's health. Many of her followers shared similar stories of misdiagnoses, delayed treatments, and intuition being ignored. "Doctors are human, but the stakes are life or death," Teddi said. "If my story helps one person avoid this, it's worth the pain of reliving it." She's also using the attention to partner with several skin cancer organizations, hoping to raise funds for research and education. A new initiative called Check the Margins, which Teddi is helping to launch, will focus on teaching patients how to interpret their pathology reports, ask the right questions, and ensure full clarity before assuming they're in the clear. As for her own recovery, Teddi remains cautiously optimistic. Her current treatment regimen is aggressive but showing promise, and she's surrounded by the love of her husband Edwin Arroyav and their children. "My kids know mommy is fighting," she said, her voice cracking slightly in a recent Instagram live, "but they also know mommy never gives up."